Hey, what's up, you guys? Uh, a lot of people have talked to me about funk. It's one of the first YouTube videos I did was a funk style. I've been in funk bands. I definitely love the style. So here we are on a funk journey. I'm going to show you a bunch of cool funk devices, and it's just all stuff I've learned through the years of playing, this kind of music. So what I want to say is, it comes basically just like everything, comes from the blues. So you have like blues music, and it evolves off into what was rock and roll, and then you could say soul music, and then we have this thing somewhere that's really made up of all the same kind of chords and progressions, but it's called funk, and it's definitely funk is an attitude in the music, and it's obviously like what you'd say like a pocket based groove. It's all about the groove. Funky music is the groove, and part of that groove is the empty space that you're not playing. It creates that feeling, that pocket. I'm just gonna dig in and just show you some of my favorite little things, and hopefully it'll help you. I mean, the main thing is it's the feel is the most important thing. So someone who's never played this kind of music before, I think you're gonna get a lot out of this because I'm gonna show you some really cool devices, and you can use it for blues music. You can use it for rock and roll music. Because these elements are everywhere. So just keep that in mind, and we're gonna just dig in and have some fun in the process. Okay. All right. So first thing that we want to do is play, the most popular funk chord, and that would be the 9 chord. It's a dominant chord, which means it's basically, if you ever heard of an E7 chord, that kind of thing. Um, it it's the 9 chord is like a substitution for a 7 chord. Okay, so the idea is this: anytime you have a 7 chord, you could play the 9 chord version of that as well. And another one that's super popular would be what's called the 13 chord of that. So anytime you, like for instance, if you saw E7, like on a piece of paper, it said E7, that actually is implying, I'd say 95% of the time, probably 100% of the time if you're talking about blues or funk music, you could play, instead of an E7, you could play what's called an E9 or an E13. Like that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind, that if I say an E9 chord, that's like an E dominant chord is what that'd be called. So I'm going to show you some cool devices, just, some of my favorite stuff, and hope you dig it. Here we go. We're going to learn that E9 chord right now. I'm going to take my middle finger, I'm going to put it on the 7th fret of the A string. That's the root of the chord. So as of right now, this 9 chord, if I say any kind of 9 chord, we're going to find, for this voicing, we're going to find the root on the A string. So if I said G9, we have to find where G is on the 10th fret and plug the same shape in. Or a C9, same shape. So right now we're playing E9, and we've got middle finger on the 7th fret, the root on the A string. Then we're going to do index finger on the 6th fret of the D string. Like that. Then I'm going to bar with my ring finger the G, B, and high E on the 7th fret. That is the E9 chord. Okay? What we got to do, now a lot of the funk rhythm, a lot of it, is the concept with your picking hand of 16th notes, steady 16th notes. What that means is this: if I just mute the strings here and I went, one yen, a two yen, a three yen, a four yen, a chicky, like that kind of thing, right? You want to get really comfortable with that. So if I was going, if I was giving you a count off of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. You want to get comfortable with that. So a lot of times when I'm playing a funk groove, that's actually going like that. And then what you do is you pick parts of it to actually play notes on. And there's a lot of stuff that you're muting during that. If this is steady, watch. See that? If you studied my right hand there, you saw the wackiness that was ensuing with it, right? So the first thing that I want us to do is just to get it in our blood. We're going to go an E9 voicing, the one I just taught you. We're going to form it, but then we're going to relax it. And we're going to go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and just swinging my arm to it, okay? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and we're just going to press right there. I want to see if you can do that with me. Literally, I want you to play with me right now. I'm going to be doing that, and we're going to go, we're just squeezing the chord together with our left hand. So we go 1, da 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 da, squeeze, da 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 da, squeeze, da 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 da. It's just a good warm up, especially for people that have never tackled this style of music before. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze. So there, when I started to do that, I actually squeezed it super short. You get what's called a staccato. Staccato. That's the that really quick cut-off sound that we want. Everything should be really tight right now. So let's do it again. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a, here we go. Couple more. Now, a lot of times, if you're with a whole band or you're playing with someone else, sometimes you can just, choose to play just the top 3 notes of that 9 chord. It's a lot easier to do. You can play, the 7th fret of, the high E, the B, and the G, like this. And so, if another guitar player is playing an E7 chord, that kind of thing, or a bass player is going... that kind of thing. You can do that as well. And I'm going to show you some cool stuff like that, like I was just doing. But so that's another thing that you can try, is to just play the high notes right there. Okay? So what I'm going to do now, we're going to do another one of those rhythm exercises. And this time, though, we're going to add another chord strum into it. Another squeeze on the chord. So we're going squeeze, and then I'm letting it squeeze for a down and an up. So we want So as you see, we're getting our right hand just memorized of just going like that right now. And now we're attacking what we want to hear with our left hand. So now we're going to go da 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 da. Let's try that. 1, 2, here we go. Now, so those are all things that you can experiment with. Now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to, maybe find a drum beat, like a drum loop or something to play along with, or even a metronome that's keeping account for you. That would probably help as well. Well, hopefully you're warmed up now. Your arm's been swinging like this, and I'm just gonna break it down. Just do your best. Try and play along with me, and also just have fun. Don't just know that these aren't these aren't exact rules that I'm giving you right now. It should be interpreted as well. So here's what we're gonna do. So now I'm kind of, my rhythm is, which is just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. I'm kind of thinking of it like that now. Just as far as what I'm emphasizing. Da-da, 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 da-da. We're going to go like this. So I went down, up. Now you can take those little chucks out if that helps. Down, up, down, down. But I want you to really start practicing that continuous thing going, because that's how I'm subdividing all my rhythms. But so we have down, up, down, down. I'll do it, then you do it. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-da-ba-ba. Good job. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh yeah. Sweet. Good. You can always rewind and work on it again. And just I remember when I was like, yeah, I want to play funk guitar. It did not happen overnight. I mean, I played for a really long time to get all the proper nuances out of it. But this is how I did it. So you just got to just keep plugging away, and just have fun with it in the moment, and just realize that every time you do it, you're going to get a little better. Try not to get too frustrated. I've been playing this style of music for about 16 years now. I'm really trying to break it down for you, but it's all about that feel, So here we go. We just did like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our pinky. This is going to be called E13. We add our pinky to the 9th fret of the high E, and we hit it once with the pinky on, and then once with the pinky off, like this. Both downstrokes. So we're going like this. And you notice that, when I'm covering all the strings with my chord shape, I'm able to cut off the notes. So not a lot of funk music is with open strummy chords. You know what I mean? So we got to get these bar chords and the chords that cover the strings so we get that percussive sound. So we just went. All right, so we're going to do it together. I'll do it really slow like that. Okay, I'm adding a new rhythm now. So I just went. But right after. Ready to do that one with me? I knew it. Just go for it, all right? I'll be keeping it nice and steady. You just try and keep up with me. It's the best way to learn this stuff. Here we go. So we have ba-da, ba-da, da-da. Just like that. One more time. I'm going to just explain it with my patented fist punching into my palm teaching technique that I've just developed right now, 5 seconds ago. Ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da, ba-da. 3, 4. Ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da, ba-da. 2, 3, 4. Ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da, ba-da. 2, 3, 4. We're going to do it together. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I messed up, but that's okay, because I'm learning. I was trying to make you feel better about yourself. Get funky now, get funky now. Get super funky. Funkier than my monkey. Chicky wat, chicky wat. So now I just added another rhythm. So here's what we have so far. We have ba-da, ba-ba, ba-da, da-da, da-da. So I added da, da, da. Watch again. So that was the next thing that we added. Watch again. So it's down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So the whole thing. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So now watch it with some of those ghost strokes where I'm keeping this going. basically that's the idea, is that you get that feeling. Sometimes you can kind of feel that swinging without even strumming the string. Okay, so hopefully that's something that you can keep working on and keep progressing with. Something you can always do with that once you're comfortable with it is you can slide into it from a half step below like this. So I went, instead of down up on the chord, I started a half step lower and went like that. Look at my right hand during that. You see what I'm talking about. Right hand's continuously going, blah, 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 blah. And I'm really attacking with my left hand, squeezing when I want those rhythms. Bum, bum, bum. And I was accentuating what are called triplets. Tri-ba-la, tri-ba-la. Within the 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a tri-ba-la. 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 See that? Pinky sliding up a half step. Alright, so keep working on that. I'm going to show you a little change that we can go to. Once you've kind of found your little pocket there, we're going to go like this. We're going to go to the 4 chord. Just like in the blues, it's the 2nd chord of the blues. So we're going to take that 9 chord, I'm going to slide it up to where my middle finger is on the 12th fret of the A string. Play that same 9 chord. Right there. But what we can do is we can go like this. So I went 1E and with the pinky down, the pinky's on the 14th fret on the high E to start with. 1E and 2 and. So with the pinky off, 2 and. So 1E and a 2 and. 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 Then I go a whole step down, so my middle finger's now on the 10th fret. And I'm going to go 10, 11, 12. And I'm not keeping it pressed like, which you could. They're staccato. Staccato. Okay, so we got 1E and a 2 and. 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 10, 11, 12 with the 9 chord. Look again, that continuous movement. I'm feeling my steady beat by so far we were working on this E9. go up to the 5 chord, middle finger up to the 14th fret with the 9 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All choppy, staccato. So with my left hand, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Check it out. Oh, sorry. So you can see I'm using that 9 chord for this whole little sequence that we've been working on. Probably tells me that that 9 chord's important, right? And then also the biggest point in the beginning of playing funk music is just, you know, it's one of many concepts, but I think it's the best one to teach right off the bat, is that, hey, my right hand just keeps doing the same thing over and over. Really, I mean, think about it. It's doing this. Get comfortable with that. Just like that. So right off the bat, that's the most important thing I like to teach with this funk concept. And, you know, as you can see too, look at this 9 chord in a blues setting. It's no different. Check it out. Let's see here. You know, so I went to an A7 as my first chord. Then I went to the D9 chord as my second chord in my blues. But I started a half step higher. Added that pinky. Just like that. So, really work on that stuff. It doesn't mean we can't move forward, because I'm going to show you a bunch of other cool just little licks and tricks that fit into the bluesy, funky, soulful kind of genre. So, but what we just covered now, I think, is just like crucial to work on. If you really want to play funk guitar, I would, you know, spend, you know, 10, 15, even 20 minutes a day just working on this last little module that we're working on, and it will really help you, I promise. All right, so hang tight. Got some really cool concepts coming right up.